Hello, I will present you today Jenkins Workflow illustrated with a Java Maven project. On Jenkins homepage, let's create a new item, a new job called My Maven Project with the type Workflow. The configuration screen of a workflow job is very similar to the other Jenkins jobs, such as the freestyle job. A workflow section replaces the build section. This workflow section is the place where I define the workflow with the Groovy DSL. I will use the snippet generator to discover the syntax of my workflow. The first step is to select to allocate a Linux build node. The value of the node step can be a label or a slave name. Then I define a stage step to enter a human-readable explanation of my stage for the visualization of the workflow. I name this stage compile on test. Then I get the source code from a Git repository. I cannot yet the Git step because it does not yet support the usage of credentials, so I use a general SCM step and I select the Git SCM. I get the repository URL from the GitHub webpage and I choose my SSH key credential. Once I have the source code, I can now install Maven with an install tool step. And I add the Maven executable to the path of my shell command, adding mvn-home/bin to the env.path variable. I can now run my Maven build with an sh step mvn clean test package. And it is now time to collect the results. First, I archive the generated WAR file with an archive step. And then I publish the JUnit results. We can see here that the JUnit publisher plugin is not yet completely integrated with Jenkins Workflow. And we can see that I use a general build step. I slightly clean up the generated JUnit publisher code snippet. And that's it, my workflow is defined. I can now save it and run it with the standard build now command. I can see the standard progress bar of build number 1 in the build history section on the left side of my screen. On the CloudBees Stage View shows the progress of my build with a single stage for this workflow, stage called compile on test. The build page is very standard with the details of the job, such as source code repository, which is Git. I can also look at the logs of my build and here see that this build is a success. If I go back to the stage view of my job, I can see the duration and the results of each stage of my build. I can also download the archived WAR file from the stage view and I can access to the JUnit result. This was a presentation of the new Jenkins workflow. Thank you for your time. To learn more, you can visit us online at www.cloudbees.com.